Welcome back. I'm Leon, developer advocate at Tilt. In the last video, we learned how to add a custom button to the storage resource to empty it. But what if the problem I want to solve is a bit more complex than that? Let's say I often have to restart all backend services for whatever reason. If I go through the Tilt UI, that's okay, but it's still a bit annoying. But we could do this with a command button as well. First, we define the command button again, with a name and an icon, and for now, let's just echo something when we click the button. And since it will affect multiple resources, we don't want it to be attached to just a single one. So instead of the resource property, we use the location property, and tell it that we want the button to show up on the global nav bar. And there it is! And we can see the output in the global logs too. Okay, the button works. Great. Now we wanted to restart all the backend services, which we conveniently had already labeled with backend. So what we can do is just use the Tilt CLI here to select all resources labeled backend and trigger them to restart. And if we click the button now, we can restart all services labeled backend. Awesome. Okay, let's take it up one more notch. Let's say now I don't want to create a button for each individual label. Instead, I want to pass in the name of the label and restart whatever services have that label. To do that, we just have to load the text input extension. Then we specify that we have a text input with a name. So now all we need to do is pass along the input. Nice. Let's see if it also works for our infra services. Oh yeah. This is what success feels like. So this use case was a bit more involved, but still pretty manageable. We'd be interested to hear from you. What do you use buttons for? What would you like to use buttons for? Until then, we'll see each other again in the next video. Let us know what you'd like to learn about next.